What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Fitment Industries. I'm Sean, seanb.fi on the Instagram, and today we're gonna unbox some Function Inform parts. They sent us two different sets of their coilovers. We've got their T1, their T2, and then we're actually gonna go through some of their air suspension stuff. As always, don't forget to subscribe, and wheels, tires, and suspension, fitmentindustries.com. How's it sound? First things first, these are for an EK Civic. And I think the first thing that really stands out to me is this top hat. Now, a lot of your entry-level coilovers don't come with a top hat, and you have to reuse the factory one off your factory strut. You gotta compress a bunch of springs. It's kind of dangerous, kind of sketchy. So when a coilover comes with a top hat with a bearing and everything on it, super cool. It's a direct bolt-in application that is super nice. The other thing I like to see with a coilover is a full-bodied unit. And what I mean by that is that you're gonna have preload that adjusts separately to your ride height. A lot of your entry level or cheaper coilovers that you're gonna be able to get don't do that. And if you're just adjusting height on preload, it's really kind of bad for everything. You're gonna have a really bad ride quality, and it's just overall not gonna be a good time. As you can see here and here, these are specifically made for the application. You're not gonna be running around trying to reuse parts. This is gonna fit directly up to your vehicle, full bolt-in application, front and rear. Function Inform's a pretty new brand, so there's not a whole lot of history associated with these, but just by looking at it, it feels like a quality product. I really like the color combination here. It really stands out. Now, this coilover specifically is the Type 1, and what that's gonna mean is that this is their entry-level coilover. So this is not gonna have adjustable damping or anything like that. And these bad boys actually start at $640, and then they're gonna top out around $950 depending on your application. The Type 1 coilover is gonna be a really, really good product for that person looking to get their car low the right way without spending a whole lot of money. So now that we've covered the Type 1 coilover, let's move on and get the Type 2s up on the table and take a look at those bad boys. I'm sorry that I'm not Alex. Oh, tape measure. I want tape measure. Function Inform tape measure. All right, so the Function Inform Type 2 coilover, it's pretty much the same basic concept as the Type 1. You got your threaded body for your correct height adjustment with your preload separately. You got your dust boot. You got your nice red and anodized colors here. You got your bolt-in ready top hats and bushings and everything like that, but these are gonna have adjustable damping. Now, the Type 2 coilovers start a little over $800, and they go up to about $1,075 depending on the application. So if you're buying these coilovers for your car, the Type 2s are gonna be about $200 more than the Type 1. So is the $200 worth the damping adjustment? I think it absolutely is, but it's also gonna come down to your application on whether or not you really need it. If you just have kind of a cheap daily driver that you're trying to get on the ground with a nice set of coilovers, a Type 1 coilover is gonna be perfect for you. But if you do want a little more comfort, or you want to have a more comfort oriented ride on the street, and you do see some track days and you want to stiffen it up, the Type 2 is definitely worth it. And so overall, this is a really nice coilover for the money. Like I said, even on the Type 1 and this Type 2, you're going to get the adjustable body, so you can adjust the height the right way and not with preload. And then here you can adjust the preload separately to your application. You got a nice dust boot, you got nice bushings, and it's a bolt-in application, and I cannot stress how nice that is. Most of your really cheap entry-level coilovers are not going to be like that. You're going to have to disassemble your factory suspension. It's sketchy, it's dangerous. You got to buy spring compressors and things like that. You do not need that for this. It goes right in, set it on the ground, and you go. I guess now that we've went through the Type 1 and the Type 2 coilover, it's time to break out the air suspension. So this is the Function Inform air suspension kit. Most of these components are from Feel Air, and as you can see, we pretty much have everything here. You got a super quiet air compressor here. You got a nice aluminum tank with kind of the brushed finish. You got all of your management. You got your controller. You got the box that's actually going to control the airflow for your lines. Got an air filter. You got your full wiring kit here. This is really neat because it actually comes with Loctite and everything in it, a bunch of fuses, all of your hardware, full wiring harness for the compressor and your controller. And I think maybe my favorite part of all is this 1/4-inch line. Now, when we built Alex's Ferrari, it came with 3/8-inch line. And I don't know if you've seen the videos, but it goes up and down really, really fast, and it's kind of scary. This is gonna give you that nice, slow actuation. This is gonna make for a much safer, much more predictable ride height changes. I really like that it came with this. Then obviously you got all your fittings and stuff to put everything on, your air controller, your mounts for the tank. It's a full kit. This is sweet. So you might be wondering why we're just randomly opening boxes full of parts. And that's actually because we're giving away a set of function form air suspension, but we're not just giving away suspension. We're giving away a set of HRE flow form wheels and Michelin tires to go on those wheels. And you can enter that giveaway by heading over to fitmentindustries.com, pick up one of these giveaway t-shirts. There's also a black variation of this in long sleeve and a long sleeve version of this green, plus a windbreaker. And every $5 you spend gives you one entry into this fantastic giveaway. So what do you guys think about function and form? Would you run this suspension on your ride? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys are new. And as always, wheels, tires, suspension, fitmentindustries.com. Peace.